If you have kids, grandkids, nieces or nephews, you know that their bedroom is so important to them. But have you ever thought of how important the space is to their health and wellness? Kids typically spend at least half of a 24-hour period in their bedrooms, and that is a lot of time. And because of this huge chunk of time that they are spending in their bedroom spaces, it's so important to make sure that the space is healthy to their bodies. Another reason, kids are not just smaller versions of adults. While our internal systems are fully developed and capable of filtering out toxins while protecting other organs from being impacted, children have an undeveloped blood-brain barrier that allows many of these same toxins to pass through before getting filtered out. Not to mention that kids have thinner skin and skeletal systems in comparison to adults. This means that toxins can be absorbed at a quicker rate when compared to us adults. And can we also just talk about their hand-to-mouth habits? I don't care how old kids are, they will almost always touch their faces and mouths more than adults. And it's this habit that creates the perfect avenue for toxin exposure as they ingest toxic house dust more frequently than anyone else. Welcome back. I'm Amanda. I am a building biology practitioner, a certified home inspector, a healthy home expert, and the owner and creator of Healthy House on the Block, where we create low toxin spaces for families who want to support their health and their wellness with their environment. Come along with me this week as we step into what a toxin-free kids room looks like in terms of materials, habits, and products. So typically a kid's bedroom is filled with a lot of toxins in the materials and in the products that we bring inside. I think it's really important to understand what these toxins are so that you know how to remove them in the future. Flame retardants are added to textiles, mattresses, rugs, and other components of kids' room items. Flame retardants have been shown to increase the likelihood of aggression and defiance in kids, as well as delay their neurological function, cognitive development, and their problem-solving skills. Flame retardants have also been linked to a weakened immune system, thyroid and adrenal gland irregularities, and problems with the reproductive organs. On top of all these other issues, flame retardants are a known carcinogen and have been linked to an increased risk of thyroid cancer, which is the fastest increasing cancer in the US currently. Phthalates are found in plastic and vinyl toys, plastic furniture, vinyl flooring, wallpaper, vinyl blinds. It seems like phthalate toxins are almost everywhere, and what we know is that often children's exposure is well over the EPA's allotted safe limit of phthalates. Phthalates have been linked to neurological toxicity in kids, as well as have adverse impacts on neurodevelopment, including lower IQ, problems with attention and hyperactivity, and poor social communication. Phthalates also disrupt the endocrine system and can cause issues with thyroid, immune function, and the reproductive process. Pesticides can be found in any sort of textile or fabric that you bring into your child's room. Pesticide exposure has been linked to an increased risk of being diagnosed with ADHD, as well as an increased risk of childhood cancer. Pesticides have been shown to disrupt the body's natural endocrine function and have potential to disrupt natural development in kids and babies. Formaldehyde is a VOC and is often found in anything from room furniture to pillows to bedding and upholstery products. It is in so many places around our home and in our kids' rooms. Some of the big health concerns that go along with formaldehyde are an increased risk of cancer and disruption to healthy cell development in the body. Formaldehyde has also been linked to issues in neurodevelopment of the brain and development of the pulmonary system in general. Volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, are also present in many materials and options we bring into our homes, from furniture, carpet, flooring, upholstery, even our cleaning products. There are hundreds of VOCs both in nature and in our home, and it's impossible to remove them all, but you can certainly reduce them drastically. It's important to know that most VOCs damage the kidneys and liver, disrupt the endocrine system, and can cause respiratory issues in children, and many of them are also carcinogenic in nature. Finally, polyvinyl chloride often referred to as PVC, is another material that is in so many of our day-to-day items and materials. It can be found in strollers, in car seats, window shades and frames, high chairs, carpet backing, mattress covers, and most plastic or vinyl materials. PVC has been linked to endocrine disruption that in turn plays a role in childhood obesity. PVC toxins has also been linked to cancer and neurological toxicity in kids. I wanted to invite you to my special live classes that I have coming up in a few weeks. These classes are intended to help you understand how to use your home to really support your body and your wellness, and the steps that you need to take inside your space to make it a space that doesn't burden down your body. One of the biggest mistakes that I see otherwise really healthy families making all the time is that they're overcomplicating creating a healthier space. What they're thinking is that their home has to be completely perfect and completely toxin-free to be healthy. Or worse, they're confused and overwhelmed because there's just so much information out there and they're not sure what step to take first. But this all makes complete sense. We're bombarded on a daily basis with scary stories about toxins that we come in contact with daily. And there is such an overabundance of information and opinions that are all about the toxins inside our space. I truly wish that everyone knew creating a toxin-free space doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't have to feel overwhelmed. So if you would love to find out how to create a healthier home without the guilt, without the overwhelm, and know exactly what steps to take in what order, I would love for you to come to my free training. The link is here, and you can head to my video description for a link as well. So every time I walk through a space with my clients or we start working on making their home healthier, the process is twofold. First, we need to remove whatever the toxic items are. And second, we need to bring in low toxin and healthy materials. So when you do an audit of your kids' room for toxic items and materials, you may see things that you can just plain get rid of. But there may be other items like mattresses or pillows that truly need to be replaced rather than just removed. So here are some of the items you can start working on getting rid of right away. Squishmallows or squishies, I know they're beloved items, but they're not only a great home for dust mites, they also contain some pretty harsh chemicals and toxins. They can contain phthalates, VOCs, and parabens. Some lines have also been tested to contain heavy metals, such as lead. There was a study done by a Danish agency that analyzed these toys and found unacceptably high levels, and so I recommend getting them out of rooms at all cost. If you can help it, I would ditch all synthetic fragrances in your kids' rooms, and that means dolls, toys, lotions, candles, or any sort of room freshener. Fragrance made out of synthetic chemicals and ingredients can impact natural hormone production and really contribute to overall body burden. It's a huge toxin for kids as their systems are continuing to develop. Furniture that's made of particle board, MDF, or any other kind of man-made or pressed wood is something to start working out of your child's space. These pieces of furniture contain high levels of VOCs and formaldehyde in the adhesives that hold these wood pieces together. It might be something that you have to plan for down the road, but any items you can get out now will make your child's space even healthier. Another thing to look at is your waterproof mattress cover. So most mattress covers for kids' beds are also waterproof. Typically, anything that is waterproofed also contains toxins like polyvinyl chloride, phthalates, and other plasticizers. These toxins, like we talked about, are known carcinogens and can also disrupt hormone systems and contribute to childhood asthma. So if you can't swap out anything else, consider getting a healthier mattress cover that doesn't contain these plastic toxins. Now, the other piece of the puzzle is to implement healthy habits into your child's room that will will keep it healthy and prevent any sort of toxin from coming in through dust or moisture. So first we want to dust and vacuum on a regular basis. We know that dust contains a number of toxins such as phthalates, pesticides, flame retardants, and even microplastics. So by removing dust on a regular basis, you are also removing toxins. It should also be mentioned that dust is food for mold and dust mites, so make it a habit to dust and vacuum on a regular basis. We also want to open the shades every morning and all day if possible. The more the shades are open, the better the climate will be in your child's space. I know that sometimes it can actually be really hard to keep those open, especially if you have a napper, but it is well worth it. Windows that have shades drawn can have condensation issues that go completely unnoticed. It's important to let windows breathe and allow condensation to evaporate. It's also important to let natural sunlight into rooms to get rid of bacteria and dust mites. Try to keep electronics away from the bed area. Sound machines, purifiers, clocks, and monitors should be as far away from your child's bed as possible. EMFs disrupt sleep and can cause disruption in neurodevelopment in children. The farther electronic items are away from your child's bed, the better it will be for their health and their wellness. Another idea is to just plain old reduce the number of items in your child's room. So essentially keeping items out of the room is going to reduce the introduction of toxins and areas that dust can collect. So the best practice is to keep your child's room pretty basic. If toys do have to be stored in your child's bedroom, try to have them put away or in a basket or container out of plain sight. Run an air purifier and change filters frequently. An air purifier will help reduce toxins like microplastics, flame retardants, mold, and phthalates. Running an air purifier will also help your child sleep a little bit better because the air purifier will reduce allergens in the air. It's a great way to drastically improve the air inside your child's room. Finally, use a humidifier in a healthier way. So a lot of kids need to use humidifiers from time to time. However, it's important to use them in a really healthy way so they don't actually make your space toxic. Essentially, we want to let the humidifier dry out thoroughly every single day. Make sure you do not use the humidifier near walls or upholstered furniture, and never use the humidifier on the high setting. I recommend a stainless steel interior for your humidifier. This will help prevent mold and mildew from forming inside the reservoir. So on the blog this week, I have all kinds of low toxin, healthier items that you can start bringing into your kids' room. This includes furniture, sheets, bedding, and some decor items. If you head to the blog post that I have linked in the video description, you can find all of these items that I have saved and linked up for you. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you were able to take at least one idea from this video and apply it in your own home. If you found this video helpful, I would appreciate a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I am here every single week with new tips and ideas on how to create a healthier space that supports your health and wellness.